Good morning. Thank you all for coming today. And I particularly want to thank our Council President, Todd, Gloria, for joining us today, as well as Andy Hanshaw, who's with the San Diego County Bicycle Coalition, as well as cycle enthusiasts that are here behind me and some they're going to be joining later today. We're here today to announce the creation of the San Diego Bike Loop. And it is a clearly marked route that loops in and around some of San Diego's most iconic landmarks and tourist attractions. They're very happy about it, as you can tell. Little Italy, the Gaslamp Quarter, New Central Library, Petco Park, San Diego Bay, and Balboa Park. This 7-mile loop connects all of these wonderful locations with a beautiful ride for cycling enthusiasts and casual riders alike. All you have to do is look for the bike symbols that have been painted on the streets. They are here and they have been painted to help guide cyclists and remind drivers to share the road. And I want to give a special thanks to our hardworking city staff for developing this project. And of particular note, I want to thank our Deputy Director of Transportation and Engineering, Linda Moravian, who cannot join us today, and also Brian Genovese, a senior engineer in our traffic division. They were both very instrumental in creating and implementing this project that has been talked about in the neighborhood for a long time. And it's great to see that will and that determination that brought us here today. Simply put, the San Diego Bike Loop is a big step forward in our push to create a more bike-friendly San Diego. These are the type of low-cost projects that have a huge impact on our neighborhoods, and we're going to be doing a lot more of them in the future. This network of on-street bike lanes and routes will connect cyclists with businesses, restaurants, and other attractions. And safety was also a top priority in creating this loop. That's why we focused the majority of the loop on streets with significantly less traffic and slower speeds. Here on 5th Avenue, you can see that we replaced what had been a car lane with a dedicated bike lane. And so far, the response from the community has been overwhelmingly positive. They absolutely love it. And I'm very excited about it as well. We have the opportunity to do so much more in other neighborhoods throughout the city. This is just the beginning. So I can't wait for everybody to enjoy themselves this afternoon. Can't wait to be down here with my family here in the coming weeks. And now I'd like to turn it over to our City Council President, and has been a big champion of biking in the city of San Diego, Council President Todd, Gloria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It is great to be here in Council District 3 with our mayor and so many members of our community, business, residents, everyone together to celebrate and support this great new addition to our neighborhood. I'm happy to be here to showcase our newest investment in our bicycle infrastructure. Now, like many of us, our roads are now going on diets, and we are removing car lanes and replacing them with protected bike lanes. This is a huge step in our great city. Now, as someone who drives this corridor every single day from my home in Hillcrest to my office in downtown, I have seen how well used these lanes are. People really are embracing them. And as you may know, this is something that is trying to take us not just from recreational use of bikes, but really to making it a true transportation option. And as I've heard, not just from bicyclists, but from drivers, that the fact that they are segregated away from bicyclists, it actually makes their driving experience better. We're calming the traffic. We're making sure that bicyclists and drivers are better protected. This is a win-win-win. So this is also a part, as the mayor mentioned, of our downtown bike loop, connecting some of the best attractions in my council district via bike lanes. This is important because this is helping to facilitate what will become our bike sharing program, which will launch in just a few more months. When that does, we will have be taking a huge step toward creating the world-class bike city that we know San Diego can be. And this underlines a point that may sometimes be surprising to folks in Southern California. Our streets are a key part of our public infrastructure, but they are not just for cars. Streets are for people. And by doing this today, we are showing that not only can streets be used for cars, they can be used for bikes, and this is not just a form of exercise, but a transportation option. As our mayor mentioned, this project was championed by our city staff, led by the great Linda and Brian, who is here, and the rest of our multimodal team at the City Traffic Engineering Operations Division. I'd give them a round of applause for our city staff. And this is exactly how it's supposed to work, because you see our neighborhood activists who've been asking for this for so long. We have heard them. Our city staff has implemented a solution. This is exactly how we should be working in the city. And as the mayor mentioned, there is more to come. This bicycle loop provides a path through downtown, around the harbor, Little Italy, and Balboa Park, identifying, as he mentioned, a network of low-stress streets augmented with sharrows, another new term, and this new road diet. Now, as Bike Month draws to an end, we will close it at the end of this week with Bike to Work Day on Friday, May 30th. I'd encourage people to check out icommutesd.com. We want you to register your participation on Bike to Work Day so that we have the data, the metrics. I get asked often, do people actually ride to work? They do. And by registering at icommutesd.com, you can help us track that information and help me make the case to my colleagues and to our folks at Sandag that additional public investment in bicycle infrastructure is not only a worthy enterprise, but one that San Diegans will embrace. With all of that, I'm happy to turn it over to one of the best bike advocates in our city, the executive director of the San Diego Bike Coalition, Andy Hanshaw. Andy? And check out this belt buckle. You got to see this.
Brand new. Thank you, Council President. And thank you, Mayor Faulconer and Council President Gloria, for the invitation to be here today for this exciting announcement of the new downtown bike loop. Yet another enhancement in our city's streetscape that is making bicycling a smart choice for transportation and recreation. By providing this clearly marked route that includes some of our city's most beautiful and historic landmarks, including Balboa Park, the Gaslamp Quarter, and our waterfront, we will entice more people to get out and enjoy San Diego in a safe and scenic way by bicycle. Bicycling is on the rise all over the nation, and San Diego is no exception, with an increase of more than 50% in ridership over the last 10 years. That's because more and more people are discovering the health, environmental, and economic benefits that bicycling provides. As a representative of all people who ride in our region, we are excited to see our city and our leaders continuing to provide safe and accessible options for bicycle transportation with the addition of these new buffered bike lanes and routes such as the new downtown bike loop. Together with the growth of our regional bike network and its plans to provide riders with even more comfortable riding options, San Diego is on track to be a leading destination for those who want to visit, work, and live in a vibrant city where it is possible to live and go by bike, whether for work or for play. By improving and expanding our bicycle network, our city is recognizing the importance of providing transportation choices, and we thank you for that. Finally, as Council President Gloria mentioned, a quick reminder that May is National Bike Month, and our region's Bike to Work Day is this Friday, May 30th, with over 100 pit stops all over the county. As the date was rescheduled due to the recent wildfires, I'd like to add a special note of thanks to the emergency workers who worked hard to bring our fires under control. We encourage everyone to consider bicycling to work on Friday and every day, and join the thousands of San Diegans who will be smartly pedaling for their commute that day. Thank you so much.
Andy? Thank you again. This was a great team effort, strongly supported by the community. A great job by city staff, and a great joint effort, and particularly with the city council and all of us working together. As I mentioned earlier, this is the first of many. We have a real opportunity to make our city increasingly bike friendly, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Thank you all for being here. We'll be happy to answer any questions one-on-one. Thank you, guys.